Hey Mike, this is Buck. Just want to get back to you on Nick. I don't have anything from old archives. You might ask him to pull up some old videos in the past, but I think this is the last time I saw him, or one of the last two times I saw him. So here's what we talked about. His posture, his hips are getting really level at address here, which rounds his spine dramatically. If you look at his back arch here, is very, very rounded. It's because his hips are tucked under. So he's sitting too far back on his heels. Um, so that's number one. Um, his butt plane line, which is this plane back here on his butt, is too far back behind him. And if I showed you a tour player, and I'll try to get somebody up in just a second. That's number one. Number two is he's playing the ball pretty far back in his stance. So he's sliding the ball really low, which we know he's a good wind player, but sometimes he struggles getting the ball up in the air without trying to help it up in the air, and I'll show you what that means too. Um, Backswing, let's talk about that just for a second. He was pretty long the last time I saw him. His club is really getting much longer than I've ever seen him at the top, and his left wrist would cup at the top. Um, so he gets a little bit sloppy with the club head and the face a little bit at the top. Everything else looks okay. I don't see anything wrong here. This is the habit that we've been trying to break for years, is him getting too lateral with his legs and his arms getting stuck behind his body. Um, so that's what I see a lot with better juniors too. And now the club head is way too far from the inside here. He's going to have to really use his hands a lot um, to get the club back in front because the club's probably pointed probably 15 to 20 degrees to the right of the target here. A lot of that is from what his legs are doing. So his legs go too far forward, his spine goes backwards, his arms are late, and now he's going to flip drag. He flips the toe over to get it to go back to the target, and he drags the left elbow in. You can see his left elbow come out first. Um, so you can see it's coming up and in close to his body because he's losing too much space there. Um, so we worked on his posture first, ball position a little bit, trying to get a little bit better at the top, and then his transition to not be so down with his legs and down with his spine, so his arms get stuck, and then flip toes it over and pulls it inside. Kind of short arms everything through impact. So that gives you an idea what we worked on. I couldn't find anything old. I think the best thing to do is go back in the old archives that I've sent him and look at those. Hope he's doing better. Um, we talked about three-quarter swings too, tempo too. There was a few other things we talked about as well. But those were the main points of interest there. If you're looking something to get to a college coach, we probably need to reshoot that because we can kind of stage that differently without dialogue, which I think would be the best way if you're trying to get something to a college coach and go from there. Okay, hope you have a great day and a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.